In this video, we cover how Channergy works with channels like Amazon, eBay, Rakuten, Sears, a lot of different marketplaces, and web stores like Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, etc. There's two places in Channergy where you would set that up. First, you have products, and we'll show you in a different video how to set up your products. Next, you want to go up to the Preferences under Tools, choose the Channels tab, and set up any channels that you're subscribed to with us. Amazon's a good one to work with in the demo. We have a couple setups. I'll just edit one of these, but you could add as many as you like. You put in your credentials, indicate whether you want to upload products, upload shipping confirmations, download orders, and what intervals you want to do that at. You can also tag orders as they come down. So for example, we've created an Amazon tag that we can select so those orders would show they're coming from Amazon. Name it whatever you like, use it for reports, etc. You also typically want to commit on import, and I'll explain how that works in a minute. Once you've set up your channels, then they will have a tab on the product screen, which we already have. So for this particular product, under the Amazon tab, I can create as many listings as I like. I'm going to create one manually, but everything you're seeing here can be done with automation. So if I want to add a new listing, I can choose which account to do it under. I can use the existing SKU on the product or override that and put a different SKU. Very common with Amazon. I can also put in an ASIN. Now you need an ASIN to list on Amazon. There's a couple ways to get that. One is when we set you up, we can bring in your listings, so we'll create products and associated listings. Going forward, you can either import or create new products, and then we'll export out in the flat file format Amazon's expecting for your type of product. You upload that to your Seller Central account, and Amazon will return a file with the found or created ASINs, which will automatically bring in and create your listings. So we can do thousands of listings at a time that way. For pricing, we'll by default use the retail price. However, you can override that and put a different price if you like. So if you want to sell this less on Amazon, you could. We also work with third-party repricers, AppEagle, Wiser, ChannelMax. The ChannelMax is one we particularly prefer because we can talk to it, but any will work fine. In their case, with ChannelMax, if you go and create logic, I want to beat my competitor by a penny, I do or I don't want to cut into shipping, etc., you'll get a code for each one that you create. You can apply a code to as many listings as you want. You can have as many codes as you want. And what we'll do is instead of uploading this price, we'll upload whatever ChannelMax calculates. So you always add her near the top, get the buy box when possible, etc. You can also turn this off and on. And again, things I'm doing manually can be done with automation across all your products or a subset of products. So if you want to turn it off and then turn it back on, you can, so that margins can be higher if you're cutting against someone who has been running all night when you haven't been competing with them, for example. You can use the number in stock. This one doesn't have any, but if it did, it would show whatever the real number is, or you can have a different number. You can, again, automate that. So if you want us to calculate a number based on a percentage of what's available from your supplier, or when you get down to a certain number like 5, just zero it out and remove the listing till numbers are back in, we can. But I also mentioned that commit on import during setup. The reason that's important is because Channergy is going to be updating your channels about every 15 minutes to an hour. Depends on the channel, how many products you have, etc. So within an hour, you'll have what we call near real-time updating. So for example, if you had 10 and you sold 2 on Amazon and 1 on eBay, we'd push 7 up to all of the channels to keep them in that near real-time sync. That means you're unlikely to have oversells, back orders, and that sort of thing. So typically using the current number in stock works just fine. For Amazon, we support sale pricing with start and stop dates. You can have a different lead time to ship if you can't handle the 2-day default. You can launch this in the future, so if that file comes back but you want to have time to review everything to make sure it's correct, you can do that and then release them one at a time or again in bulk. We support gift wrap options, FBA, including having a full FBA tab with tracking of quantities in Amazon, and we can track orders coming in and POs going out so we know when to challenge for credit. If you sell used items, we do condition codes and notes. When you save that, it becomes a listing ready to upload, and here's what happens. We have a product that comes with Channergy called our Multi-Channel Manager, or MCM. It runs on your server system tray, or if we're hosting it, runs on our server. Either way, it does the same thing. It runs 24/7, and it automatically downloads orders into the system, so they come in ready to process. We'll also upload new listings on the channels we support it for, and we'll keep those listings updated. So product changes, like price changes, quantity changes, etc., will happen in that near real-time sync every 15 minutes to an hour. And we'll also push up shipping confirmations. So the tracking number, the customer can click on it, see the order shipped. You can also automatically email them as well if you like, and you can do a subset as well. Perhaps you don't want to email your Amazons, but everybody else, for example. So again, runs 24/7 in the background. You don't have to do anything, but there are buttons you can press if you want it to launch at any given time. And just to cap some of the others, we have, I mentioned eBay. There's a full listing module for that with every field available in eBay. You can have templates, etc. We do Newegg and Best Buy and Rakuten and Sears, Walmart, Jet, just about every marketplace you can imagine. And then we have dozens of web stores that we support. Some of those are through direct API connections. Some are custom, so you have more flexibility. We're happy to talk to you about which ones we support before you buy.